Thank you so much to Grammarly for sponsoring this video. It's time for back to school. So I am starting college this year, finally. When I first got here, I was so overwhelmed. I was like emotionally exhausted from saying goodbye to my family. I knew only one person here. I had to buy groceries and didn't know where. I had to do immigration documents and do my laundry and so let's clear away all of that bad energy and together have a calm start to our school year. Okay, we're done. Oh. So first things first, let's get our tools ready. So these are the apps and the extensions that I'm going to be using to plan my academic life and get things done efficiently because I love efficiency. So first up is my calendar app. I use iCal for all of my events and time blocking, which is where I plan my week by putting my tasks onto my calendar, not just on a list. And so I estimate when I will do each thing and how long it will take so that I have a plan for the week and don't overbook myself. I am using that a lot this week, as you can see, and it's very chaotic because things are very unpredictable at the moment, but it really helped me to get a grip on things when I had so many things to do and no idea when to do them. So for example, when my classes start and I have a homework assignment to work on, I can easily find an empty block and schedule in some time to work on that. I was also able to sync my class schedule from Blackboard to iCal so that I can see my classes next to all of my other events, and if I want to show or hide it, I can just check it. Flashcards. So this is for spaced repetition and active recall. Yes, that's what it's called. So I have an 8 study tips video that is very popular, if I do say so myself. So I talk about those techniques, and flashcards are really good for applying those. I'm not sure exactly how much memorization my degree will require because I'm studying communications and digital media, but you never know. I will tell you though that I used Quizlet a lot during high school for classes like AP Bio or AP Psych, where you had to memorize a lot of vocabulary, a lot of concepts, and it was extremely helpful. So Grammarly is the sponsor of today's video. Thank you, Grammarly. Although I'm studying in Spain at a Spanish university, all of my classes are in English. So with having to write video scripts and newsletters and emails, and now on top of that, essays and assignments, I have a crap ton of writing to do. So I wish I could have an assistant to do all of my homework for me, but Grammarly is gonna be my all-in-one digital writing assistant. So you can actually download the Grammarly browser extension and use it within tools like Google Docs or Gmail so that the corrections and suggestions appear directly where you're writing and you don't even have to switch between apps. If you like efficiency as much as I do, then you definitely need to get Grammarly because a big part of the writing process is editing. So Grammarly double checks for spelling, grammar, and punctuation errors, as well as showing you where your sentences might be too long, too difficult to read, where you can cut out words or replace them with more engaging ones. The really nice thing that I like is that you can actually set custom writing goals based on the formality and tone that you want. So when I write my weekly newsletters, I write them as if I'm writing to a friend, because you guys are my friends, duh. So it's casual and friendly and joyful and optimistic, but if I wrote like that for a formal school essay, that might be a little weird. I might not get the best grade. So with back to school season coming or already here, make sure you're prepared with tools like Grammarly. You can go to grammarly.com/theblissbean to sign up for a free account. And if you'd like to get extra features, you can upgrade to Grammarly Premium for 20% off to help you save time and work efficiently. Alright, so the next step is to do, which I use to keep track of to-dos and assignments. This works in tandem with my time blocking calendar. So a lot of people have asked me, Beatrice, isn't it overkill to use both a time blocking calendar and a to-do list? No. So for example, I might have a block on my calendar that just says emails. And then on my to-do list, I have the actual tasks. So for example, take Spanish placement test, sign contract, send video ideas. You can check out my weekly planning video if you want to learn more about that system, but for now, we're gonna move on. So there's not a lot on here, but one thing is that because I'm studying in Spain, I do have to speak Spanish a lot when I'm out and about. So because my vocabulary is very lacking, I have Spanish Dict on my phone. And as my former Spanish teacher used to emphasize all the time to us, it is pronounced Spanish Dict. I use the clock app a lot for setting 25-minute timers for the Pomodoro chunks. And then I just have a couple of bookmarks on my phone. So we have like a COVID health passport to enter campus, and so I have that. And then the Blackboard platform that we use for schedules and grades and stuff. one really important thing to do when the school year starts is to decide how you're gonna manage distractions. So I have two really awesome extensions for Google Chrome that help me with that. One of them is called Pause. And so what this does is anytime you go to a distracting website like social media or some news sites, because those can suck you in too, it makes you wait like 5 seconds before you can access it. The other one is called YouTube Feed Blocker, which does exactly what it sounds like. It removes like the recommended videos and your home feed. And so if you go to YouTube, you basically have to go to your subscribed channels or search for something. Otherwise, you're not gonna see anything else. And then on my phone, I had re-downloaded a bunch of distracting apps because it was summer and I was traveling, but now it's time for business. So no more Twitter, Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video. I started playing this dog game a week ago, which is really cute and fun, but at a certain point, you realize that you are spending your time baking biscuits for digital dogs that live inside your phone. I don't know, you just rethink how you're spending your time. So I said goodbye to the dogs that I'd been raising and deleted that. All of these apps that I deleted, except the dog one, I can still access on my computer. So it's not like I'm cutting it cold turkey. It just means that it's gonna be harder to access, which is friction that ensures you only visit those websites when you really, really want to. One thing I love to do while I'm working is block out outside noise. So when I was in high school, I always had a pair of earplugs in my pencil case. Now I've had a little bit of a glow up, so I've been using my AirPods Pro, which are noise canceling, and then I play some white noise on Spotify. It blocks out everything. Use caution, I guess, like make sure you're in a safe place, but if you are in a noisy classroom or library, it is fantastic. So this is my little desk area. It's actually built into the bed, so I can't move it anywhere else. At home, I had like this big motorized electric standing desk, so this is a little bit of a glow down for me. But I've actually had zero problems with it. I really like it. I don't have much decor on it, and I think I'm gonna keep it that way because I think it's easier to focus if there isn't too much stuff around me. So what I have on here at the moment are two of the notebooks I use most often, this scent diffuser thing, Google Home, laptop, pencil case, and blue light glasses. Most of the desk decor is on my wall so that it doesn't clutter up the surface, but I can still look at it and enjoy it. So I basically just put up some Polaroid photos and art prints that I had and some fairy lights, which I cannot turn on yet because I don't have a screwdriver to put in batteries. As for school supplies, so personally, my system for studying is not that complicated. I've never been one for like complicated binders or color coding systems, and this may come as a surprise to you considering how much I love digital planning, but I actually really like taking my notes on paper for school. I know a lot of people bring laptops to lectures once they start college, and I think I'm gonna start with a notebook and then see like if I can't keep up with the speed of the lecture, then switch to my computer. But I'm willing to try both methods. For the time being, I did stop by an office supply store and stock up on a few things. So I got, let's see, I got 2 lined notebooks. These post-it notes, they're called funny notes. I don't know what exactly is funny about them. These Stabilo highlighters, and I'll tell you about how I use them later. A mechanical pencil, a gel pen, and this is like a folder that has it's a plastic folder that has multiple pockets in it. So with the notebooks and the highlighters, I have a pretty simple system for taking notes. It's not Cornell notes or anything like that. I just like to do bullet point notes. I indent them for subtopics. When I have a heading, I write it in uppercase and underline it. I underline vocabulary words and then indent each line of the definition so that it really stands out on the page. And then a few days later, I like to go back through my notes and read through them to solidify my understanding. And then I use yellow for anything that's important, orange for vocabulary, and pink for headings. The colors are not important, but this is usually the color scheme that I stick to. Finally, school makes your life busy, obviously, but your health should not take a backseat even if you are running out of time. So one important thing is hydration. So for the time being, I actually don't have a proper water bottle, so I've been refilling this plastic water bottle. I ordered like a UV water bottle that cleans itself via UV light, I don't know, science, and it cleans the water inside it so then you can drink like any tap water and it eliminates the taste. There's like water fountains built into the walls here in Segovia. Like it's a very old city, so you're just walking on cobblestone streets and there's stone walls, and then there's just water streaming out of the wall and you can drink it. It tastes a little weird, but it's potable water, supposedly. In terms of exercise, I am not planning on joining any gyms for the moment because I do have a pretty big room and lots of floor space, so there's a lot I can just do in my room on YouTube. Two of my favorite channels are Fitness Blender and Yoga with Adriene, and then two apps that I really like are 7 Minute Workout and the Just Dance Now app. So that is where you can play Just Dance with your phone and like stream the choreography on your computer. Also, if you're in college, you're probably gonna be doing a lot of walking. I know I have been climbing a lot of hills since I got here, so that is already like a built-in workout. That's enough. Finally, I have a mini fridge in my room, so let's go to that. I'm working on stocking this fridge with some healthy snack options so that I can eat them in between meals at the cafeteria. I just have not visited like any big supermarket groceries yet, so there's not much in here. No cohesive meal can be formed from these ingredients. I guess you can like take a cherry tomato and dip it in some hummus, finish off with a single pecan. Sounds like a meal to me. Also, just a reminder that big transition times can be really stressful and all of your systems may fall apart, but you have not failed if you like fell off of doing your routines once you started college or something like that. Now's a good chance to create new routines, modify existing ones, find a new groove, and just settle into your new, exciting-er life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I like fake cried at the start of the video, but actually I am really excited for school, especially now that I filmed this and bought these school supplies. I haven't been in school for 2 years, so I'm really craving that back to school energy. So hopefully everything goes well, and I hope all of your classes go incredibly as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week. Bye!